Hi everybody and welcome back. Now, once we have a child class that inherits from a parent class, like we just did in our last lecture, we can add any new attributes and methods necessary to differentiate the child from the parent. Let's now add an attribute that is specific to Kindle Fire e-readers. For example, a color screen. And then we will add a method to report on this attribute. We'll store the screen and write a method that prints a description of the screen. So let's go and do that now. So where do we start? Well, let's start down here with our Kindle e-reader class, so our child class. And first what we need to do is we need to add the new attribute. So in our dev init method, let's add in screen resolution equals, and the screen resolution of a Kindle Fire, the one we're looking at anyway, is 1280 by 7 by 800. There we go, perfect. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to add in a self variable to hold our screen resolution, and we do that by entering in the following: self.screen resolution equals, you guessed it, screen resolution. Let's just separate out our super method below it, our super function below it. Okay, that looks good. And now we want to create a method. So we go here. Let's just add in some spaces so it's a little bit cleaner. We want to create a method. So def describe screen. And that takes the parameter self colon. Okay. So what is this going to do? Well, it's going to print out some marketing copy, so just some marketing text about the Kindle Fire. Okay, let's close that off. Now, then we say print. Don't know why I gave that a capital P there. Print, habit I suppose. Print. Now, let's see. Fire HD 8. And I get no royalties from Amazon for doing this. It's just that I have an e-reader, so it's a handy example. Fire HD 8 features a widescreen. And we want to close our brackets. Plus self dot screen resolution. Okay, and now let's just add in something simple at the end. Plus HD screen. There we go. Full stop. Okay. So that's what our method does. It's going to print out this line here. Now, how do we call this method? Well, let's just clean this up a little bit. Take out a few of those blank lines. Now, my Kindle Fire dot, let's call the method describe screen. Brackets. And fingers crossed. Oh, error. Ah, simple error there now. Silly error. I indented too much. There we go. And let's see. So we have our first description here, so our long description name that we done in the previous lecture, followed by Fire HD 8 features a widescreen 1280 by 800 HD screen. And let's just put in a new line here just to separate it out a little bit. There we go. So that's nice and clean. So let's run through what we just did. At line 37, we added a new attribute, screen resolution equals 1280 by 800. This attribute will be associated with all instances created from the Kindle Fire class, but won't be associated with any instances of e-reader. So it's only associated with the Kindle Fire class. So very handy separating out our different functions there, our different features there. Then at line 44, we added a method called describe screen that prints information about our screen. When we call this method, we get a description that is clearly specific to the Kindle Fire screen. What's great about our child class, Kindle Fire, is that there is no limit to how much we can specialize and customize it to the Kindle Fire and differentiate it from its parent. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next lecture.